Alright guys, I'm going to do a video here today. We're going to look at some grassy weeds and control options. So, excuse this is part of my yard, but I don't, it is seeded with turf type tall fescue, but obviously I don't take care of it. It needs to be mowed, but I did leave it long for a reason, because there's some stuff in it I want to show you guys. So we'll get to it right here. So we'll walk down in here. Obviously, this right here is nutsedge. There's all kinds of products on the market with that. You can take that out of fescue. Dismiss NXT, Pro Sedge. There's a lot of products for nutsedge. Sedge hammer, same thing. And everybody knows what clover looks like. Speed zone for that. That's pretty easy. That looks like, I don't even know what that is. So I'm going to tell you right now, if a university wanted to come here and do weed identification, this would be the place to come. 100%, because there's stuff here that I don't even know what it is anymore. It's been late 90s since I went to college for this, so I forgot a lot of it, and there's just so much stuff around here that I don't even know what half of it is. But so here is a really bad one right here. You're going to see this in the summertime. This is dallisgrass. That is dallisgrass. I don't know if you can see it, but it is really hairy. Right there, maybe the hairs on it right there at my thumb. So that's dallisgrass. That's a bad one. That is a perennial. It comes back every year. In my opinion, the best option for that right there is glyphosate and be done. Pylex will take care of it, I think, in a couple apps, and there is something like Fusilade or that ornament over the top is supposed to do something to it, but you know, Fusilade, that's gonna basically more than likely kill your fescue. It's really hot on fescue. You know, cheapest option and the best option is glyphosate. Get rid of it, be done, seed it in the fall if you got any of this. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just one of them things. So, right here, this little lovely booger right here, this looks like orchard grass. It actually looks like poetry as far as if you see the leaf, it's got one single vein down it. The vernation is folded, it's not round. So, and it's hard to video this and actually show you guys, you know, what I really want to show you in a video. But that's orchard grass. You could dig that up. Again, though, it's a grassy weed in a grass, so it's hard to deal with. If I didn't dig that up, glyphosate that and be done with it also. That's basically your options there as far as that goes. Let's see here. No clue what that right there is, just to be completely honest. There's so much stuff around here. There's another. So let me explain this right here. This actually used to be pretty nice. I call these my weed barriers. And it's the same thing that goes over here. I call that my weed barrier. It used to be pretty nice, but Last summer it took a big hit, and you'll see over here, and I haven't really, just ain't messed with it. It's got all kinds of weeds in it. I may actually kill this off and just plant the Apex Turf Top Tall Fescue solid here. There's no irrigation, just see what it does. There's you another dallisgrass plant right there. But you can see what I deal with here. I mean, you name it, it's in there. I'm quack grass, whatever. I have to go down there and find it. It's there. So this is the reason why, except for last fall, I run pre-emergent on my yard all year long. And I will be definitely doing it this coming fall. I ain't gonna be lazy like I was last year. So we'll go over here. This is my other weed barrier. This is my mom's yard. So this really took a hit right here in the summer. I mean, you can see how bare it is. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you one. This is what a lot of folks get confused with, this right here. Right here. A lot of folks confuse this with a bad one, and this is a bad one also, but there actually is a product that's labeled for this to take it out of fescue. So what you're looking at right here is not Bermuda. There's no Bermuda here, right here. This is actually Nimblewill. It looks a lot like Bermuda. Folks get this confused all the time. So just look at the stem, how stemmy it is. It's stoloniferous. It spreads. It's a spreading grass just like Bermuda. But I want you to look at the leaf here. You see the veins in the leaf? Hopefully. See how pointy the leaf is? Maybe you can see the veins right there in the leaf. So that is Nimblewill, and it is all over. Now, before I renovated my yard, there was a bunch of this in my yard. A bunch of it. If you have this in your yard, tenacity is labeled for this. 2 apps should take care of it. So Nimblewill is on the tenacity label. It's definitely going to take 2 apps, but that is not Bermuda. That is 100% Nimblewill. Now, if you look right here, that's Nimblewill also, but look what's right beside of it. Now that is Bermuda. Look here. Look at the stolen. That's common Bermuda. See the stolen? The Nimblewill's not as stoloniferous as common Bermuda. And you can see the difference. That's common Bermuda. Look at the difference in the leaf. Right here's the common Bermuda. There's the Nimblewill leaf right here at my finger. There's the common Bermuda leaf. So it's pretty easy to get it confused, but the common Bermuda does not have the veins in the leaf as the Nimblewill does. Maybe I can show you better on this bigger leaf right here. I get my camera to focus here. Yeah, it ain't going to, but I think you can tell the difference between the two. So this is probably the worst one. You get this right here, and it's a battle. If you're doing a renovation on your yard and you've got this in your yard, your best option, 3 apps minimum. The first app that you need to do needs to be Fusillade, triclopyr, and glyphosate. The glyphosate, mix it at 4 ounces per gallon of water with a surfactant. Fusillade, triclopyr, glyphosate. You know, let that sit 2 weeks. The next app you need to run, you can do the Fusillade, triclopyr, glyphosate again. You need to start doing this, you know, mid-July. Second app, just as I mentioned, Fusillade, triclopyr, glyphosate. Third app, straight glyphosate. Don't mix the other two because there's a 28-day seeding window on the Fusillade and the triclopyr, or 28 days on one of them. I think it might be both of them. But the third app, straight glyphosate, 41%. It would be best to do a fourth app of just straight glyphosate, 41%. Each time you do these applications, if you're doing a renovation or if you've just got it in your existing yard, let it die. You know, mow it down some, do the other app, because that spreads along the ground. You've got to get all of this. You've got to get it all. This is going to creep along the ground. It's a stolen. You've got to get it all. So in between every app, after it dies off, mow it down lower so you can get a good, you know, good coverage on all this, on this whole plant. And when you're spraying it, spray it. Don't sit there and baby it with a little swath. You're trying to get rid of it, spray it. I'm putting this, I don't know where I'm taking this, but it's not going to be laid back down here. I can promise you that. Right here is actually a broadleaf weed. I said I was going to do grassy weeds, but this is a broadleaf weed. This is a pretty bad one right here. That's wild violet. Best option for that is New Farm Sure Power. Second best option for that is triclopyr. It's probably going to take 2 apps either way on that broadleaf right there. Also, it's a bad one. Same goes for Virginia buttonweed, which I think that's right there. That's what that is Virginia buttonweed. It's pretty young. It's another viney plant, but it's a broadleaf. There's one called Surge, a herbicide called Surge is supposed to be the best one for that one, or used to be. There might be something else different out now, but so those two right there, that one, the wild violet, and the Virginia buttonweed, those are 2 really bad broadleafs. So again, I just want to make this clear. That's Nimblewill. That's common Bermuda. This is actually Nimblewill here and the common Bermuda here. So, like I mentioned, a lot of folks get that confused because it does look kind of similar unless you really know what you're looking at right there. So, but this is a lot of the stuff you're going to see in the summertime. It's hard to control stuff. You know, it's basically, you know, you got your crabgrass. I don't even know if I see any crabgrass. I probably don't have any because I did spray this with pre-emergent. It was loaded full of it. last year because I didn't spray it with pre-emergent, but that looks like some more orchard grass right there. Probably so, but that's another nasty one. That's this orchard grass for sure right here. I ain't sure about that one right there that I just showed you. But anyway, I mean, I hate this video, kind of crappy in my opinion, but it's hard for me to film this and get real good close-ups because the camera's not focusing, but you get the idea. I mean, I told you how to treat it. Again, with this right here, a lot of prayers and Fusilade, triclopyr, glyphosate for the first 2 apps, and then just straight glyphosate for the other 2 apps. But I mean, you can see what I deal with, guys. I mean, this is like most of that is Nimblewill. The one I showed you for Bermuda, there is some Bermuda further out in here, but this is why I call this my weed barrier, even though it's got some weeds in it. I'm trying to keep this right here from creeping this way. And what I'll do is I'll come spray this right here with Roundup. She don't care. But I don't wear my shoes in my yard. So when I go in, I've got a different pair of shoes that I wear in my yard versus these right here. So, you know, that's a big no-no for me. I am not tracking that in my yard because I have to deal with enough of the wind blowing and stuff. And I am fortunate that I have not seen any of this in my yard whatsoever, with it being this close. So I'm very, very fortunate about that. But you never know, guys. I mean, I'm not immune to it. None of us are immune to getting stuff like this. It is what it is. You just got to deal with it the best you can. If you got to, you know, just in my other video with the poetry of, if you got to spray her with glyphosate, hit her with glyphosate. I mean, it's just grass. You can reseed it. It's going to look bad for, you know, a little bit, but you can fix it. So anyway, I just wanted to do a video on some grassy weeds, some hard to control grassy weeds, and tell you the options to do that. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want any of the Plant Food Company products or the Apex Turf Top Tall Fescue Lawn Guide, it's on my website, primetimefescue.com. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.